Let's turn the music down a little. Oh, I can't turn the music down anymore here. That's fine. Should be okay. Good morning, good evening, good whatever time it is for you. My name's Val Shinobi, and today we're jumping into a lovely game of The Isle. We're going to go run around as the smallest carnivore on it and see how far we can get as a solo little Troodon, jumping back into our elements of the day. Music doesn't really match, I'm sorry, we're just kind of hanging out at the moment. But let's go ahead and get everything, get us in. We're going to jump onto this one. I don't know how far along it is, where we are, or even if we need to, what's the word? If we need to, brain, come on, think of the word. We need to, what do we need to do? We need to do something. Entomb. We probably need to entomb. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's time for us to do the old entombment. Let's see, what generation are we? We are currently 2nd gen that forgot to grab our first mutation. Nice. All right, music, you need to stop if we're going to be playing the Isle. That's not going to work. And then we need to update our stream information. Content. We need to go ahead and get out of just chatting and move ourselves over to the Isle. Okay. That. Switch categories. Done. That should be updated now. And then what about you? Just do that. Hit you with this one. God, that's a really old picture on Kick. Kick, you need a better game for, I don't even know, flyer? I guess flyers. Images. Thumbnails. Thumbnails is the word we're looking for. Thumbnails. Okay. I think we're all updated on every single one. That one's good. That one's good. All right. Let's go ahead. I'm going to be sad to leave the mud flaps. I love the mud flaps. It's like my favorite area to play, but we must entomb and we must begin again as a 3rd generation Troodon. Can we survive? Let's find out together. Do 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 do. Okay, there's the button I need. Okay, so where did we spawn? If north is sanctuary and migration is northwest, we are currently near Coastal Pond. That's going to be my guess. What do we even need? We've got most of the good ones, so I guess we go damage perks in our 3rd gen here. That seems the most appropriate. Let's go ahead and grab accelerated prey drive. That should do us some good damage as we weaken our opponents. And because we are, oh, that's big drop. Because we are south of that sanctuary over there, we know we can head this direction and we should be able to get some food. We actually want to go like southeast, I believe. We're going to be able to find all of our delicious foods out on the beach and get us a perfect diet. Do we already have enhanced digestion? That's going to be kind of important here. Hypermetabolic, multi-chambered, reinforced lungs, hydrodynamic, congenial, and hemomania. So we don't have enhanced yet. Okay, we're going to want to try and get that. I guess it'll probably be either 2nd or 3rd. We need to live most of our life with good diet, and if we do that, we should unlock enhanced digestion pretty easily. What enhanced digestion does is it makes it so all of my nutrients, I was gonna I was like Vintage Story where I hit Alt to make the cursor appear. That doesn't work in this game. That just gives you free range. Down on the bottom right, you can see my ABs and my Ys. Makes those progress bars decline slower. It's quite useful. We're down on the beach now. We're hoping we're gonna spot a crab or turtle. If not, we'll just keep running along the beach. We should find some compies. That's perfect. That's bee diet right there. Is that deer good or bad? Hopefully there's nobody here watching the corpse. Looks like we might be okay. We're a little slow right now, so catching compies isn't the easiest thing. Get back here. Give me my food. Give me my food. Why are they faster than me? Get back here, bouncy boys. I want a bouncy treat. I want a bouncy treat. I suppose I could have just eaten that deer, but we're bigger and better than a scavenger. We are the alpha, the omega. The T-Rex thinks they are the apex predator, but no. It is me, the Troodon. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Aha. Nope, that one kept moving. Get back here. Get back here. Can't run from me forever. I'm growing up. You're already at max speed. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. We got one. He's sliding away. All right, we got dinner. Let's go. All right, so we now need to find us a turtle ASAP so we can hit perfect diet. And then with perfect diet as a Troodon, the last thing that we need to do to hit our prime conditions is run over to a sanctuary. And we will be all set to go. We could go back and eat the deer, but that's just more bee diet. We've got a whole bunch of compies up ahead, plus the one that we just killed. I mean, look at this guy. He's bigger than me. He's bigger than me already. All right, full diet. Gonna head to grab us a little meat chunk and get moving. Boar is in the woods. That's not really relevant to us. We're open. Is that a rock or a crab? What is that? Or is that... it's a fruit from the tree. Okay, that's a fruit tree. It's like a mango or something. We got Harras up on the coast. You could hear him screaming there. It sounds like they're in the coastline or maybe in the woods a little bit farther. It could be over at East Sanctuary, but that's a little far away for them to sound like that. It sounds like they're right up here in the Northern Cove. Here, crabby, 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 crabby. Here, crabby, crabby. We hear the smell of death here. And we've got some sort of corpse. Hold on. Look in the trees first. Always look in the trees. If you see wild corpses, look in the trees. It's the trees that'll kill you every time. Check the rocks, check the trees, check the bushes. What do we got here? Got any organs? Probably not. Doesn't look like we're going to get anything out of this guy. Yeah, he's just got raw meat, and since he's not on diet, he means nothing to us. So we're going to leave that, and we're going to keep on heading on. Since we're still slow, we want to stay near the bushes. Give ourselves ample opportunity not to be spotted immediately, and plenty of space to dip out into and make away with our lives. Now, this area for me isn't really the best to spawn turtles and crabs, so we're going to keep making our way up the beach. Hopefully, we'll find what we're looking for. I do find crabs here sometimes. So we're just gonna walk a little bit. We're gonna trot along, and just so we can spend a little bit extra time on this beach to give it a chance to decide to spawn something for us. We just want a little scuttering crab, that's all. That was ambience. No creature makes that sound. The rabbits are kind of close to that. They make this little barking sound. It's kind of cute. We need to be careful on this beach because a lot of young T-Rexes. Ooh, I see a turtle, I think. Possibly dead turtle or live turtle. I think that's a dead turtle. Yep, that's good. Do we still have? No, we want enter to check it now. Okay, we still have Y diet, so or A diet. So if we get this turtle right now, we'll be good to go. Excuse me. All right, so that is our perfect diet. We really don't need to worry about food anymore that much. But I think I'm going to take this opportunity to just hang out on the beach and grow a little bit. Maybe if we can get lucky, we can get that crab and, fill out that diet a little bit better. But we've got our perfect diet. So now the only thing for Troodon, the requirements to reach our maximum is to go hang out. Oop, I didn't quite make that jump. Just to go hang out in a sanctuary for a little while. No Harris. Beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna need some crab if we looks like Ark, but you're the dinosaur. Kind of, yeah. There's not any like building elements. This is more of a survival game than it is a well, I guess Ark is kind of a survival game. There's no building, there's no taming or anything. You're the dinosaur right now. They do have plans to implement humans and human game loops eventually, and they could be quite interesting or unique, but we'll see how they implement them. I love this game, but I don't always trust the changes that the developers make. And sometimes their developments actually make the game perform far worse. Like, I've been really avoiding doing any official solo Troodon gameplay in the past. Let's see, I guess it's been 3 months now. They released this update around Christmas time. And when they did that, it introduced a lot of server problems, official server problems, which get fixed on the unofficial, but then they never patch the official servers. So what happens a lot of the time is you get to max population, and then people try to join it to join the queue, but the queue's not broken. So instead it gets hit like a ping. And then you get hundreds of pings instantly, and it causes delays on the people in game, on top of them using, like, instead of your actual ping, a server average ping on higher player counts. So it causes a lot of rubber banding because it's doing too many calculations and it's being interrupted too many times by outside sources. Yeah, but as far as the game, it's super interesting. They've got tons of cool survival creatures that you can play as: T-Rex, Maya, Tenno. You got Dryos, Allos, Raptors, and my favorite, a Troodon. Hey, why aren't I must have changed my mouse hotkeys. I don't have my giggle isn't working anymore. I had a button set on my mouse so that I could hold it down and I would just giggle away at people, but it doesn't exist anymore. I gotta fix that. I might be on a different profile, or maybe my Razer Synapses is just down at the moment. Who knows? We're gonna fill our stomach and then we're gonna head up the beach some more. Actually, maybe we don't even need a diet. I would like to get a crab so we could get more diet, but at the same time, oh, never mind. We're not going that way. So I don't know if you can see that. Right over there against the hill is a really big boy. Yeah, you see him? Right there on the, yeah, there you go. He's moving. Yeah, we want nothing to do with that guy right now. You would be a Stegosaurus? Stegos are a lot of fun. Stegos are, in fact, one of my favorite hunts on Troodon. They're just a lot of fun to fight against. But yeah, Stego is an option. You got Stegos, Trikes, Dibbles, which are Diablosaurus, Trikes. You got the Tenontosaurus. You got the Myosaurus. You got the Dryosaurus. You got the Bepiosaurus. I don't actually know if they're all sauruses. I'm just putting it at the end of it. You got the Gallimimus. They're pretty cool. Am I missing any? Am I forgetting any? Those are the most played ones. If I am missing one, oh, Pterodon, but they're a carnivore. I was naming off non-carnivores. Hello, Viperthrone. How you doing today, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Omnicall to our north there. That's a little scary. We're gonna stay off into the bushes. It was a younger one, so we could probably take it if he did come on us. Pause. If he did attack us. We should hopefully be big enough and him small enough that our retaliation damage from being pounced would kill him. But we're not quite full grown yet. Maybe once we're 50%, we'd be better off, but let's just get to the sanctuary and hit our prime requirements. Then we can worry about what we're going to do after that. It's good. How about you? I'm doing wonderful. We currently have our first 80-degree day here since coming out of winter, which is just absolutely wonderful. I had a great taco date with the lovely wifey yesterday, or girly, whatever you want to call her. That was a lot of fun. Definitely probably pick a different taco place next time, but the experience was enjoyable. And now today, well, I woke up a little late. I'm not going to lie. I was cat napping in the sun. I didn't want to get up. The sun hit me just right. It was just like, I don't know. It was like the perfect nap spot. I couldn't get up. So we started a little late today. That's okay. So Prime Elder Compy, Troodon, how dare you insult me? We eat compies. Unfortunately, Compy is not a playable in this game. I would probably play them if I do. The smaller the Carno or the Carnivore, the more fun I have on it. I don't mind my time as T-Rex or Allo, but nothing's quite as enjoyable as playing the one-shot Dons. All right, we should be hitting our sanctuary requirement here in just a moment. We need to wait for the icon to actually explode a little bit bigger. We need to be careful because this is where the road cuts right through. So a lot of time you can find really big creatures passing through here. So you need to make sure you don't get their attention. Let's take a smell real quick. We've got a couple corpses over to our, what is that, west, northwest. We do have a diet right there. What could that be? Stego, Crab, Packy, or Tenno? I'm not sure. This is going to be like in the woods, so I imagine it's like a young creature. We're going to have to be careful here and make sure nothing is camping the body. It's up on the hill. Is he a fallen corpse or is this bait? Not sure what it is. I don't see the corpse. It looks like somebody fell and got stuck. That's what it looks like to me. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we got like, is that a stego? I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. Raptor would be a lot of fun. Yeah, I love Raptor. Raptor used to be my main dinosaur. What do we got there? Too big to eat. This is bee diet, I believe. Unless we're still eating the corpse. Yeah, we're still eating the corpse. Let's move this out. We can go drop this down here for people. Maybe somebody will smell it. Maybe they won't. Is this B or A? Oh, that's A. That explains a lot. Oh, oh, oh. There we go. Didn't quite make it up that. I am a leaf. Let me in my spot. Thank you. The perfect hiding spot. Nobody will ever see me up here. My brain went auto mode. I was just playing Jurassic World, the game, 10 seconds ago. Nice. A great game. Ooh, hello, Marvin. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Great to have you here. Omniraptor? Yeah, Omniraptor. It's the so Omniraptor is not like a real creature. So if you're not sure what it is, it's like it's the old school Utah Raptor before they did more science on Utah Raptor. And that's what Omniraptor is. It's the featherless, like skin tone or skin molded. Somebody's here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that a Dilo? What is that? Omni? Dilo? Hard to tell. I don't exactly have the best angle on him. Can I look at him through the trees here, the bushes? And he's like, what are you, sir? Maybe, I think that's a, is he stuck? There's an Omni? Okay. Yeah, I just heard his little brr. Yeah, are you stuck now, sir? I think we found out how the first one died. What a trap! Oh, he can't even unstuck either because I'm right here. I don't think he even has a clue. I think he's in the. Is he gonna log out? What's he gonna do? Poor guy. He just wanted a snack and now he's stuck. You could get gastro regeneration. Yeah, it's an option. I'm not really the biggest fan of gastro. First of all, I think it's a broken perk, so I don't like to take it. But secondly, if I'm already injured, like being injured on Troodon doesn't mean in much because 90% of fights you're one shot. So if you do get out of the battle injured, cool, but it doesn't really change your mentality when you're in a combat. Getting hit equals death on Troodon. So anything to regenerate from a hit isn't that important. They're good, don't get me wrong. Like it's nice to be able to heal from like some drop damage or something very quickly. But not exactly a priority for me. Yeah, like personally, I would rather just grab cellular regeneration and hydro regenerative in the later lives, because with those two combined, you get 100% health regeneration on Troodon, which Troodon already has one of the. Oh, you don't have to apologize, man. You don't have to apologize. Don't apologize for your opinions. We're just talking. We're just conversating. It's honestly, it's not a bad idea, but it's just not me personally. It's not something I need. I would just grab those regenerative skills, which allows me to keep running, not have to put myself into a danger zone. And at like max growth, it's like 100% regeneration. And Troodon already has one of the fastest health regens because of how small their pool is, or how small their health pool. Gastro is something you can take down the line after entombing a couple times, but Gastro is simply has very little use for Troodon. Right. Yeah. Like in your third or fourth life, it doesn't matter what you take because at that point you've already gotten all your really good mutations. You know, your multi-chambered lungs, your reinforced tendons, your whatever else, your hydrodynamic, your waiter, your reabsorption, your efficient digestion, you know, all the things that make your life as a Troodon easier are done in the first two lives. So anything after third and fourth is like stylistic choices. Like if you like to eat to heal, Gastro's a great option. If you like to, I don't know. There's not too many good ones at this point. I like to take the damage mutations in my third life and second life, but the only ones I really care about are multi-chambered lungs, reinforced tendons, hydrodynamic, and where is it? Do I even have reabsorption yet? Oh, and reabsorption. Yeah. Reabsorption just basically makes it so you never have to drink water because it rains so much on the isle. Oh, nice. We got our venom. Not efficient digestion. That's not the one. We want enhanced digestion if we can grab it. There it is. Decreased nutrients decay rate. This means we are going to be able to keep the buffs from our food for longer. They're not going to decay as fast. It's a nice thing. Did that Omni ever find his way out of there? Okay, what's your plan for this little guy? Right now, we're just kind of chilling and growing. I was planning on enjoying this corpse, but now we've got this big guy here, and I'm not quite sure how long he's gonna last for. Traumatic thrombosis is a great mutation to have because it's gonna save you in a pickle. That's for sure. Yeah, the Juvialos bleed is crazy, so traumatic can definitely save your life. Okay, all the food over there has gone rotten and the organ has gone rotten. So the question is, do we mess with the trapped? We got Troodons in the distance. Do we mess with the trapped guy and finish him off, or do we leave him to his own devices? He's not exactly in the best spot. He's got big trees stuck on two little trees. He's not really going anywhere. Also, I just let him know I'm here, so that's a thing. If he didn't know already, now he knows. All right, let's go. Let's go head out of this area. We've got our venom now, so we're big enough to finally hunt some stuff. So we're gonna make a move and see if we can't get a target on our menu. Shout for hair is above. Do a little zigzag through there. Uh, do. If he's stuck, you might be able to be doing him a favor. Yeah, but I could also walk away, and then maybe he can survive by actually getting an unstuck command to work. I don't like to beat down helpless people if I don't have to. I hear a giggler. Sorry, giggler. We are going the other direction. Are you following me? They do have food right here. I could borrow some of that. Is your lovely little Troodon right there? Oh, that's a thing. Okay, okay. Well, just gonna borrow some of your food here, sir. Don't mind me. That's a Carno. And that's not even the same Carno. That's a different Carno. Yeah. So you don't need to for Troodon. You don't need to travel a lot. You just need perfect diet, which we've already gotten. That's getting all three of these things filled. Just a little bit. See how I have 7% here, 70% here, 44% here. Once you get perfect diet, you just need to visit this place. See on the map how there's like those little tree area zones. That's known as a sanctuary. So as a Troodon, your only two requirements are to get perfect diet and to hit that, assuming you don't go and eat one of your own or starve to death or any of these other little things. Let's get out of here before those Carnos decide to pick a fight with me. Hopefully that other Troodon won his battle. It looks like he was kind of bullying him, so I think he's doing just fine. Unlike me, he is a full grown, so he can very easily pick on juvie Carnos and stuff. I could. I don't quite have this. My speed's getting up there. Don't quite have the speed to mess with them easily yet. Is that a Dryo? Okay. That's I wasn't expecting that. We're not fast enough to catch him since we're not full grown, so that's unfortunate. Get back here. I want some delicious Dryo. Think we just chase him until we're an adult? Those phones scared the heck out of me there. Where you going, buddy? Get back here. Look up. Sometimes T-Rexes like to hide in those rocks. So you definitely need to pay attention when running through this area. No, I got stuck. I wanted to jump, but it didn't jump. I hunger for the delicious delicacy that is the Dryo. Shit. He ran into the woods. I lost sight of him. I'm just going to assume he's still running down river. But losing sight of him is pretty bad because I don't have tracks. And he is way faster than us. No. He was smart. He headed into the woods to avoid us. Okay. You win this time, Dryo. One day when I am older, I shall seek out your flesh once again. Let's go grab a drink. I don't really need to, but we're here. We've got a nice clean spot to drink from. So might as well fill up. See, if I was that Dryo, where would I be going? Up to Falls and then North Lake, I guess? He's probably sprinting all the way there, though. Or at least maybe let's go check out the bridge. Maybe we can meet him up there if he's taking his time and we're sprinting through. Check the walls for Harris. I know as a Hera, I've gotten a few really good kills here. So I personally always keep my eyes up when I pass through these zones. Any chasm like this is a Hera's favorite spot because, well, they get the instant kill pounces a lot of the time. At least on the younger things. Or huge bleed on the big things. One thing a lot of people don't know about Hera is they can kill like full grown Carnos and full grown T-Rexes in just a few pounces. If you hit them with a big hit and then you get them with tracking and you wait to find them sitting down again, like you just stalk them and stalk them and stalk them until they sit to heal, and then you hit them with another pounce and you do that 4 or 5 times, they bleed out and you get yourself huge kills. The hard part is a smart one who will literally get hit and then just stand still and look at you. Because, like, you can't jump on somebody who's paying attention to you, especially if they can one shot you like a T Rex. Because the second you jump on them, they just hit the attack button and you die. So you always got to be attacking someone who's not paying attention or who's moving. Hera is not overrated, sadly, or it is. I don't know. Hera is underutilized. People utilize it as a camping dinosaur. They just sit in trees all day long, and they don't really do much with it. Whereas a Hera can run as fast as a Troodon, right? A Hera's base movement speed is 45, just like a Troodon's. So they're faster than most other creatures on land. Their downside is they don't have the biggest stamina pool, but you can easily trot around and find people and then, stalk them, get into a tree while they're not paying attention. You just got to be careful how you utilize your stamina because they don't have the biggest pool. And I forget if they have the same stamina regen as Troodon or if it's slightly slower. I think they have slower regen than Troodon. I got visions of Kauk's ground Hera. Yeah, I'll show you guys some Hera sometime. Hera's a lot of fun. You can play it like a real ninja if you can get into a battle in the woods, because you can sprint from tree to tree and do rebound what's the word, rebound pounces, basically. So like you can be running, you right click, that gives you a target, right? And then you can aim up half the tree, you hit your jump button as you're running up to it, you run, you turn around. Usually they're gonna keep chasing you, and then they're gonna turn because they're not gonna run straight into a tree because they're gonna have issues at that point. So the second they turn, you pounce for their butt and continue sprinting off to your next target. And if they want to actually hunt you like that and you just hit them 2-3 times in succession, you win. Most creatures can't handle 3 pounces from a Hera, especially if they're chasing you around and bleeding out excessively. Where am I going? I guess we can head over to... We're right next to Forks Pond. Let's go check this upper area here. Our stamina's a little low. We're going to go ahead and trot and regen that back up. I have nightmares of dinos. Dinos are a myth. I wish dinos existed more, but Gateway isn't the best environment for them because a lot of playables can just straight up avoid them. There's so much safe water in Gateway. The fact that a dino ever even gets a meal besides the water fish is beside me. Oh, there's a deer right here. I mean, I guess I could use a snack. Excuse me? What the? Okay. Never mind. We're not dealing with that one. Nope. We're walking away. He's doing weird things. We're getting sent all over the place. I am all set. Okay, we are at the gate that breaks up North Pond, or sorry, not North Pond. North Lake Waterfalls and Forks Pond. So this is a decent area to hang out. You can find a lot of people traversing this area. So we're going to go ahead and rest here, get our stamina up, and see if we can't catch somebody migrating. Let's see. Nice hidden spot where I have good vision. Right over here will be good. Perfect. Got this little lip in front of us. Now nobody can see us as they walk by. We do have to worry about above people, but personally, I've never seen Heras over here in this tiny spot. Usually, if they're here, they're over in that woods across the way, because you can see the pond right there in front of me. Past that tree, down the lake, there's that little body of water where my forehead is now. And then there's that patch of woods right there and the rocks. That area, that little spot, you're more likely to see Heras camping because it's closer to food spawns and water spawns. But something like this out here, you're not really going to see a Hera camping in this spot because there's you're taking a gamble that even somebody walks up this path. Unfortunately, I feel like Harras don't have a big enough like stomach. I feel like they have to eat too much for their size, especially for something that's supposed to be a slightly more not solitary, not sedimentary, more aloof. Like hares are a high activity, but they're also not going to be. You're not going to see a group of hares migrating across the island, and not that hares are alive anymore, but they don't tend to migrate like that. But they would swarm out this entire area eventually. Live as a beautiful colony of assassins. Got a boar out on the hill there. We don't care about boar. Boar's not on our diet. I think being Carno is better than being a T-Rex, Dilo, or Serato. I love Carno. Carno's a lot of fun. I really love Dilo, but they're in a really bad spot right now. And that's just mostly because T-Rex is stupidly broken and overpowered and overtuned and over everything. But if they could give some love back to the Dilo, I'd be appreciative of it. I love their bleed / venom playstyle, but they're just too weak. They turn slower than a T-Rex. They're louder than a T-Rex. They're slower to accelerate than a T-Rex. Like they don't stand a chance in the aisle right now. They are systematically pushed to extinction by the overtuning of the T-Rex. And it is what it is. I do feel bad for Dilomanes, if they even exist. All right, we got a little bunny right here. Let's see if we can snag a snack, or he's going to zig and zag and disappear into the woods. Get back here, bunny. I want to meet. What? God damn it. This is why you don't long pounce on Troodon. Long pounces don't work because you rubber band and it breaks. Are we at max population? Just about. Yeah, we're going to start seeing some rubber banding issues, I bet. We are going to cross the river and then we're going to continue following it north to water access. We should just about become an adult when we get there. We got about 10% before our prime hits. And on T-Rex, you either just get bored when you grow up or get teamed and killed. Yeah, I see that a lot too. Hello, Cherry Lum. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Great to have you here. We're just Troodooning it up. Being little dinosaurs today. You try to hunt something, you either just kill it or get outsped by it. Yeah, it's like an ambush style of T-Rex is cool. We like that. We want that terrifying experience in the game, but it's just not in a good place right now. Nobody wants nobody likes the pin mechanics that exist in the game. Nobody wants non-reactive, non-skilled anti-counterplay maneuvers in the game. Nobody likes that. It's fun when it happens, but like even as like an Omniraptor, when you group pin something, that just takes so much of the fun away from the battle. Like where's the active fighting that we're supposed to be doing? Where's the active hunting? Why is it just I hit right click and you die? That's not fun. Nobody likes that. On T-Rex, it's hold left click and kill. On Aloe, it's hold right click and kill. On Omnis, it's get multiple Omnis and just sit there and kill. And I don't think the pin mechanic works. I don't think it's fun. I don't think it's interactive. Oh, but it's realistic. Nobody cares about that. This is a game. Make games fun. Is that something just crossing the river, or was that just a... Hold on. Let's move up here a little faster. I think I just saw something cross. But it could have also just been the river rendering in at a weird way. Oh, I need to get my stamina up. I've been sprinting too much. Are we past our breakpoint? By a lot. Yeah. All right. Let's camp this bridge for a little while and maybe we can find somebody crossing. See, we got deers in the field if we need any food, which we don't. We're good on food. Good on water because the rain has been keeping us filled. It's very quiet out here. Very quiet. Oh, look at that. We got something. Is he by himself? I'm 67%, so just about an adult. It looks like he's by himself. We're a little low on stamina. 60%. So it's enough that we can try and get up on him and grab some tracks and follow him while we trot our stamina up. Him being by himself means he could be a very good hunt. Let's move in. He should be following the path. Since he's walking the bridge, he's probably going to just follow the path up, but let's wait and see, I guess. Unless he was smart and just walked into the bushes. I should have kept my eyes on him better. He's not following the path. Did he seriously just walk up into the woods like that? Who does that? Who does that here? He's got to be around here somewhere. Keep our eyes on the horizon. Dang it. Why did I take my eyes off him for a second? At the critical moment, I needed to know which direction he was going. I don't see any tracks up here. Crap. No! What a failure. I just tested the audio on Twitch, but there's no in-game sounds on both YouTube and Twitch. Oh, I hear him. There's no sounds on either. That's why. Hold on. Let us fix that. Switch this. Switch this. Transition. Is that working? There we go. There we go. So you should be getting some sounds now. There we go. I see game sounds. We're good. We're good. Okay. That should be better. Let me know if that's fixed it. Dang, I just heard him too. Where'd he go? He was like somewhere over here. I heard his bush rattling right before you gave me the message. My sounds weren't working. Yes, it's fixed. Beautiful. Glad to have you guys with wonderful sounds again. Sad I failed to follow that dibble properly. I think he was heading this direction when I heard his sounds, but I'm not 100% on that. Just stop and listen for a little bit. See if we hear anybody moving. Give away our position by accidentally fat fingering our pounce button. Than usual. Dang. Just listening. A bush there? Maybe? Or is it the deer that are just moving in the distance? Bush sounds don't attenuate correctly right now, so it's a little weird. But I don't hear nothing. Oh, well. Oh, well. We could keep blindly searching for him. But at this point, I really don't know. He could have gone North Lake. He could have gone Sanctuary. He could have gone Water Access. He could have headed back over to Falls. I have no idea which way he went. Very important to keep your eyes on the prize when they're making critical directional choices. We knew he was crossing the bridge, but we didn't see where he went after the bridge. And that was our mistake there. Had we actually had a heading direction, we definitely could have caught up to him, found his tracks, or something, but we didn't give us any context clues to where to begin, so we're just searching for a needle in the haystack, and most of the time, that's gonna fail. It's always good to stop and take a peek over overlooks when you get a chance. It's just like if you get an open area where you can see a lot of the horizon. Like just stop for a moment and look, because a lot of the time you can see something you wouldn't have expected to see. A little bit of movement in the far distance. Dinner in a spot you didn't expect dinner to be sitting. Hello, dear. Right, we don't want to be on this side of the river. We're gonna go. Actually, we do want to be on this side of the river. We're gonna go around Water Access and hit the go up to the dam. We have a nice broad view of the area right here, and this is a spot that people tend to pass through a lot. So it's just, take a moment, give people a chance to reveal themselves. This is one thing I can tell you about the Isle players, or at least most Isle players. They don't have patience. They don't know how to stalk something for 30 minutes or to keep a hunt active for 60 minutes. Most style players are about immediate satisfaction. Get the hunt now, get the kill now, get as much damage in as possible. We got a little Troodon right there. It could be fun. He doesn't notice us yet. I feel bad. He's just a baby. Maybe I give him a big old scare. Not really. I mean, I guess I could use a snack. Well, we overshot that. Does he even know we're here? I don't think he even noticed. Or he did. Okay. Way to die as a Troodon. Dumb ways to die. Skyfish. Goodbye, flying Troodon. That's what I was gonna call him. Goodbye, Pterodon. There's a croc in that water. I'm glad I didn't land up here. How do I get back? I could just run it. He could get me if I run it, though. Go that way. To the human structure. And if I'm correct, we just hit our prime mutation. All right, what do we got? Don't care about that. Hydro regenerative's not bad. Bleed. Oh, we don't have waiter yet. Let's go ahead and grab waiter. Yep, and we did hit prime, which is just wonderful. Oh, okay. I understand what this character is now. It was a nested in Troodon. This was actually our first reincarnation, which is why none of our values are maxed out. That makes sense. We don't have a lot of good ones left. Let's go ahead and grab traumatic thrombosis. That way we can, if we are ever bleeding, we can sit down in a bush and hopefully survive. Yeah, little baby croc out there. See him? See him swimming around? He just went back under. If you didn't know, one of the cool things about waiter is you walk faster in the mud. Also, let's see if this still works. Yeah. So if the mud pit is high enough and you sit in it, you should slowly become covered in mud. This system used to exist in the game. Don't know if it still does. Looks like it partially exists. Here we go. Here we go. Yep. Cool. Got to show it off. So as you see, I'm just sitting here crouching in the mud, and because it covers so much of me, the mud actually, instead of wallowing it, is how you usually get the mud on you. The mud just covers you completely. It's really cool. It's really cool. Let's see if we can do this too. This area used to have a really cool trick, except I'm rubber banding and not being allowed to jump. All right, so you can jump. Okay, I didn't do it. I'm not sure if it's because of the rubber banding or if they fixed it, but this mud pit used to be able to jump in as a Troodon, and you would fall through the mud a little bit extra. And what would happen is you would actually be able to drink the water from the lake underneath the mud pit. It was a cool little glitch. Oh no, he fell in the water. Oh, poor little guy. You can do it. You can do it. Good job, little buddy. Could have easily killed him and eaten him, but he's only going to be like one bite. It's not even worth my time, honestly. Maybe if I was closer to starving. But in my current situation, I'd just feel bad murdering a baby like that. see. Do I see anybody out along the coastline? Not particularly. Alright, let's keep moving. If that had been a full-grown Terra, I probably would have eaten him without question, but babies I give a little scare to, and we move on with our day. Unless I'm actually, like, in a dire situation, then everything's on the menu. When survival's on the line. Oh, I forgot the first part of that. Never go against a Sicilian when death is on the line. Game's like lagging in a weird way. No, no, no! What a punk. What a punk. Let me in. Let me in. Alright, let's hang out here for just a little while and see if we can get anyone crossing the bridge. We'll make them pay the troll's toll. Well, I saw the little dino running around again. I'm surprised he hasn't left. There's very little food in this lake for dinos. So usually you see them leave down the river like ASAP. Is that a rock? I think that was just a rock. Yeah, there's nothing over there. The flash of the lightning is trying to distract me. We got a deer on the path at the edge of the river, of the road right there, crossing from tree to tree. I could use a snack. Let's go get that deer. Game. I'm allowed... What are you doing, game? I'm allowed to pounce... Okay. Or just don't. That's cool, too. The failure of registry of actions due to the rubber banding of the server is by far my biggest pet peeve with any online game. Hey, buddy. Oh, what? Great. I have to chase him through the woods. There we go. Trying to hunt things while you can't see is never very entertaining. Vile, have you ever played Divinity Original Sin 2? Absolutely I have. I've played the heck out of that game. The game is absolutely incredible. If you guys have never played Divinity Original Sin, or Divinity Original Sin 2, you should. You should definitely play that game. It's made by the same company that made Baldur's Gate 3. And now they're working on their next Divinity. And oh my god, I can't wait to see what they do. Their evolution into Baldur's Gate was wonderful. So I can't wait to see what they do with all that experience that they've gained and put towards their next Divinity game. Oh my god, that game is going to be incredible. It's going to be so good. We're definitely going to be playing it. It's not going to be like our main Monday through Thursday game, but we'll definitely be putting some hours on it. Oh no! Hey. They changed something here. There used to be a tree. There used to be a tree here, and there was a branch. Now there's no tree or branch. I didn't even notice. That's silly. Yeah, I mean, when they cut off that entire quarter of the island, I guess there were some changes. Oh my god, are we about to give this poor guy a heart attack again? took his fish. Poor little guy. Don't worry, buddy. I'm not gonna murder you. Not until you're big and filling. This is called raising your food. It doesn't look like we're gonna get any action here, but we're gonna just hang out here for a few more minutes and see what kind of nonsense we can get into. Hopefully something. I'm not the biggest fan of Highlands, so we may just pass through there and head over to West Rail. Oh, there's another Troodon. I mean, another Pterodon here. This is a different one. That one's bigger. I just remember the troll teaching the son how to solicit the troll toll. It's very important. You need to teach that stuff. Hello, Tharon. Welcome to the stream, my friend. It's great to have you here. Hope you're doing wonderful, my friend. I don't want your little tiny fishy, man. It's not. I got a deer right over there. I don't need your fishy. I appreciate it, though. He's trying to pay me. He's trying to pay the troll's toll because I let him live. What a nice guy. You should always pay your taxes to the men that let you live. Yeah, friendly call. Very cute. Very quaint. We're only friendly because you're not full grown. Like that one there, he looks appetizing. Resist the urge. Resist the urge. Wonder if he even knows I'm here. Oh, no, never mind. He doesn't look full grown yet, so. Yeah, he's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. See you later, dudes. Have a wonderful one. We're gonna get moving now that we got some rain to cover us. Hopefully, we can find our next target. Maybe I should have gone to North Lake since we know that Dibble's heading to north. Or at least we think the Dibble's heading north. Choices. North or south? North or south? North or south? What do you guys think? Do we go north to North Lake or south to West Rail? Or, I guess, west to West Rail. East to North Lake, west to West Rail. Which way? Let's go. My gut is telling me we head up to North Lake. We're gonna go to North Lake instead of West Rail. Maybe we can come down and do West Rail next time. Haha, you've been hopped. Must be embarrassing getting hopped like that. Zero knowledge about the game. What's the go-go? So this is the Isle. It is a dinosaur, well, currently a dinosaur horror survival game. So the main purpose of this game is to live as a dinosaur. You grow up as a baby, you get big and strong, you have to do things so that you can reach your maximum growth stage, and then that's about it. It's just a horror survival game set in a dinosaur's body. The horror part is the fact that a T-Rex can come out from behind this bush and suddenly try to eat my face. It's pretty horrifying when it happens. Yeah, it's just a fun little dinosaur survival game. You grow, you start as a dino. Currently, the main goal of any dinosaur is to try and get to what's known as quadruprime. Basically, you live like 3 or 4 lives in a row and you get all your mutations filled out, and that's like your ultimate goal of survival, is to become the biggest and baddest version of yourself. As a Troodon, we are typically a pack hunter. But we specialize, me personally, I specialize in solo play for the most part. I have been running with some packs lately over on Calculators, Giggle Squad, Troodon Discord. So if you are a Troodon main or just want to get some Troing in, I highly recommend you join his Discord. It's very easy to get some wonderful groups, and there are quite some amazing people on there. If you're just here to hang out, I welcome you as well. Through the cave we go. Oh, I can't see anything in here. And I'm a Troodon. I think it's this way. Not this way? I should have just gone straight. It's just straight. Why did I take a curve? Did I find it? I think I found it. We're through! Wonderful. So dying is a full restart. If you die, you lose everything. Your creature, your progress, everything. You start from square one. Yeah, if you die, you're dead for good. You gotta start from square one or square zero. It depends if you're a programmer or not, I guess. What a dumb joke that is, but if you get it, you get it. I don't even know if I'm heading the right direction anymore. I feel like I want to go northeast, not northwest. Yeah, it's a lot rougher for like really big creatures. For like a T-Rex, which has a growth time to adult of like 10 hours. No, don't do that. Don't fat finger down, please. Let me back up the hill. Thank you. Oh my goodness. We ended up exactly where we started because we were going the wrong direction to begin with. We need to go northeast from here. Or maybe even just east. We want to end up on the northern side of the lake, though. Gotta trot. Our energy's a little low right now. But yeah. So like I was saying, for T-Rex with like a 10-hour growth time, those resets are really bad. But for a Troodon, it's not too bad because it's like a 1-hour growth time. I guess a maxed out T-Rex is a horror thing to confront. I would imagine it's no more horrifying than running into a normal Prime. A Prime Rex. Like, just any Rex is pretty terrifying. I do enjoy hunting them, as long as they're above their sub-adult stage. Currently, like, subadults can run at, like, 55 kilometers or something stupid. They're the fastest creature in the game, for no frickin' reason. But it is what it is. Yeah, honestly, I am always, as a Troodon, I am always far more afraid of a young T-Rex than I am of an old T-Rex. An old T-Rex can't really catch me. I can outmaneuver him all day long. I can outspeed him. But a young Rex outmaneuvers me, outspeeds me, outpaces me, outhungers me, outhydrates me. Like, it's just stupid. Like, a T-Rex versus a Troodon in a sustain match and an endurance match where they just stare at each other and both starve out, I'm pretty sure the Troodon starves first. I would definitely have to put that into test. But like the T-Rex has like an hour-long stomach or something. It's just ridiculous. It's been way too overtuned. Don't get me wrong, I love Tyrannosaurus Rex, but don't make it so that it outclasses everything in every category. That's not what the T-Rex was. That's not how it became the apex of its territory. It didn't outrun everything, outpower everything, outmaneuver everything, outthink everything. That's not what it did. Sure, it's got a lot of endurance. Sure, it can walk for a very long time. And sure, it has bursts of speed, which can make it very aggressive. But it shouldn't be able to outmaneuver everything all the time. That's just silly in my opinion. All right, we're at the base of the volcano right now. We should be coming to Broken Gate here in just a little while. I'm going to continue trotting to get our energy back up. Did we push ourselves past our... We did. We need to regen just a little bit here. Go ahead and crouch walk. That should cover it. Yo, Trex is half... T-Rex is half fun. Yeah, T-Rex is... I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Half fun? Playing as T-Rex is a good time, but you're gonna have to deal with a lot of problems. I just think this game needs better locational damage. Not to have things completely outpace itself. Honestly, I don't even like the Prime system that they introduced in December. I think it's garbage. I think it ruined the game loop of the game. I think it ruined the natural interactions that you could have in the world. Carno is always fun, yeah. Gotta go fast. I do love me some Carno. My only problem with Carno is every time I have grown a Carno, I have, I've killed, I've gotten to Prime, I've been awesome, or gotten to the full growth pretty good, and then I get stuck. I fall into this tiny little pit that I should be able to step out of, and I die because I'm stuck. And I'm just like, okay. Well, I've stopped playing Carno until they fix all those. Like, I'm pretty sure Carno could get stuck here if they were unlucky. You know what I mean? They'd, like, get put into this little thing, and then they wouldn't be able to move. And it's like, whereas a Troodon, I slide out. Carno doesn't really get that luxury. Carno needs some step-up love. All right, my stamina. Trot, 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 trot. Also, they need to fix that. They got to fix the horizon in this game. It's not proper. They got to fix the lighting. Like, the lighting's great. Like, all the god rays and stuff are beautiful. And the skybox is cool, but it's not interactive like it used to be. It's not real time. It's not voxel or anything. It's just, there's like 12 PNGs of the sky, and it just transitions between them now, depending on what weather it is. And it's bad. It's not as good as the skybox used to be. I used to actually be able to sit down and like just record the sky, and you get these really cool time montages because the sky was real. The sky was moving, the sky was transitioning, the clouds were pushing, the time of day was changing traditionally. But if you stare at this, it's just a PNG now. It's boring. It's uninteresting. It's unevolved. It's a downgrade from what they had. And sure, maybe they did it because they upgraded from UE4 to UE5 and their system just didn't function correctly. But I really hope they spend some time and fix the skyboxes, because the clouds haven't changed. And now see how it's loading in these these clouds? That's just the pixel translation. It's like rendering onto the skybox the new image instead of having like a real-time sky. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. I want them to go back to the old one. I also got to fix the dang Carno bug, yeah, where they could just hold right click and become gods. That'd be good. Like I said, either on T-Rex you get bored because you 1 or 4 hit anything, or you get easily killed. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean by it's half fun. Yeah, the cannibalization of the bigger creatures is probably... Like, I hate on Deinosuchus that the main fight that you're gonna get is with other Deinosuchus, because I don't think dino fights are fun. Most of the time, they become a face tank battle. Where, you know, one guy runs up to you and he face tanks you, and that's it. And it's like, that's not an interesting combat. Dino battles in the water are a little bit more interesting, but usually you just get, you know, you start a fight with one, and then you got 2 and 3 coming down the river to give them back up, and it's like, oh, okay. Which is fine, you know, it's okay to get outmaneuvered or outnumbered and hunted. That's just part of survival. But, like, at the same time, I don't hunt other dinos when I'm on a dino unless I'm starving, because it's just not fun. I want to interact with you guys in a positive manner. I want to go hunt creatures that aren't my own species. Whether I'm a T-Rex, a Troodon, Allosaurus, whatever. I don't like same species battles. I don't think they're fun. I don't think they're interesting. I think there's a lot more interesting engagements that you can have if you don't involve yourself in those types of play styles. If you're not the cannibal, if you're not the guy who just kills everybody for fun. Like, I could have killed every Pterodon I ran into today. I could have had 3 Pterodon kills or 2 Pterodon kills or whatever, but those aren't interesting kills. I press right click and they die instantly before I even get a pounce. Like, I don't want that. I want engaging combat. I want interesting situations, and, you know, if I had just killed those Pterodons, I would have never had the opportunity to have them worship me and offer me fish. Clouds bad, not good. Better weather, good. Yes, 100% agree. Personally, I love active environments. Like, look at these clouds. They're just sitting there. They do nothing. They look beautiful. Don't get me wrong. They look great. It's a beautiful skybox. But it just feels dead. Like, you have this nice wind effect on the grass. You have the ambiance and all this. And then you look up at the sky and it's just a painting. There's no movement. There's no life. It's empty. It can be so much more, and it should be so much more, because this game had it before, and I feel it's not a big feature. We're working on dinosaurs. Like, I love new dinosaurs as much as the next guy, but if it means making the game worse overall playably, fix your bugs, make your systems unique, take the time to actually invest in the small things. At least me personally, we already have a working game. Fix the game, make the bugs not broken, and then, only then, when you have a established game that is well balanced and functioning in all manners that it should be, do you start to introduce new playables. All right, we got a dead deer here, so there might be something in the area. Looks like they just killed it and kept moving. And grab ourselves a bite, and then we're gonna move on. But you can do an alt fight as a croc and do like that turnaround stuff. That's all things you can actively do. I don't like anything that's automatic. Like I was saying earlier, how like pin deaths are really bad in my opinion. That's automatic kill. I press right click, you can't do anything, I win the fight. That's terrible. Terrible game design, in my opinion, as a game designer. Now, I speak with a little bit of credibility, I feel, since I've made my own games, even though none of them are like real games. I've kind of developed games my entire life. But Everybody's allowed to have their own opinions on systems. Everybody's allowed to develop things in their own image. And that's one thing I love about the Isle developers is they don't compromise in their vision, which is why the game is what it is today. But they also don't always have a very solid plan on how to get everything correct. I hope them a wonderful future and they continue to make this game better and better, but I can honestly say with the current Prime implementation and how it's taken them over 3 months to fix the rubber banding on live servers, like, I don't hold much faith for them. I have hope. I don't have faith. To be fair, people who are making new playables and the people working on fixing the bugs are not necessarily the same. True. Very true. They have different people working on different things. Well, your programmer, like if we look at... Hold on. I'm just going to sit here for a second and pull it up. So let's look at their last devlog, right? So lead programmer, what's he working on? Kentosaurus defensive stance. Reflect damage, blah, 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 blah. So the lead programmer is working on new dinosaur stuff. Ariel, programmer, working on hill slide mechanic. Okay, it's pretty cool. That's a new fun mechanic. Again, programmer working on new features, not working on bugs. Sound designer, I don't care what the sound designer. QA, what were they working on? That's quality assistance. That's the tester, basically. They were working on Dilo, which is wonderful. You know, he's trying to figure out why Dilos are broken and not working. And then we have the animation supervisor, who's doing lots of cool stuff, I guess. But like both of the programmers that they have listed in their developer log are working on new features rather than fixing old broken stuff. And maybe it's just that they're only discussing the new stuff that they're working on, because it's not very interesting to go in and say, I fixed a bug which was causing the skybox not to update in real time. Like, no, that's not, it's hard to put that in a showcase, right? So I think Trike should have more bleed resistance. Like, he gets hunted by Karnas, Rexes, and maybe even Dinoceras. Trike has really good bleed resistance already. And in fact, if you don't keep the pressure up, they will out-heal your damage in a lot of cases. But yeah, they could definitely use a little bit more bleed resistance, but they can do that by getting epidermal fibrosis, which is a mutation, which boosts their already natural healing by like 20 to 40% or something. I forget what it is in its max growth stage. Can you tell me more about your game dev career? I wouldn't call it a career. I've never done it professionally. I went to college for game art and development and learned to become a modeler / animator / rigger. I've really focused in doing animation and rigging for things. So all these, like the walk cycles and the putting in the bones that actually allow you to animate creatures. That's where I started my quote unquote career. When I left school, I wasn't able to find a job in that career, which was unfortunate, but you know, all my plans kind of backfired. I had the studio lined up and a job lined up, and then I moved back home to get that job, but the studio went under, which is a very common situation that happens in game development. And then without them, am I stuck under the log? What's going on here? And then, so yeah, with them out of the picture, I was unable to find any local work for my animating. So I started switching over to programming, and I started teaching myself some coding. Back then, I don't code in like C++ or anything. Like I know all the coding basics. I just don't know the language. So I'd have to teach myself the language to go any more advanced. But usually I program in third-party languages like Lua or whatever the heck Dream was. Dream was the program system from a game engine called Beyond, which really focused in 2D and pixel-like games. That was a lot of fun. I worked on as a pixel animator / programmer for a couple DBZ parody games, and I did a couple other projects for that. But on Beyond, I was mostly doing pixel animation. And whoa, I was not expecting to fall that far. Pixel animation and system programming. So I was designing like level up systems and tuning combat systems to like you activate your fireballs and stuff, which is pretty cool. After Beyond kind of died out, I moved on to actually programming in a game engine. Actually, I took a break for like a few years from there and did what was I doing? I think that's what was I doing for a few years? I think I was just I was streaming for like a year and a half in between there. I used to stream on Twitch back in like 2013 or something. So we stopped doing pixel programming and artwork and all that to do some streaming, and we were trying that out. Then I ended up moving south, so I wasn't able to do any more streaming for the time being, so we put that on pause. But then eventually we found this program called Core Games, which was a really nice system. They used Unreal Engine 4 with basically a Lua scripting program. So like they had a Lua, what's the word I'm looking for? What was it? I don't know. The thought's gone. But anyways, it's a nice little system. We did most of our programming on there. We learned how to do all of our coding and stuff on there, which was a lot of fun. We made 4 or 5 games. I think I still have a website that has some of them listed. Let's see here. A lot of the programming that I did on Core Games wasn't like full game development. It was creating systems that didn't exist on Core yet. Because it was like user generated. It's like Roblox. Core Games is like Roblox. It's user generated content. And they're just like a hosting system, and they give you the back end work so you can code in a different language other than C++. They give you assets that you can work with so you don't have to download stuff. Let's see here. Is my website still in existence? So if you went to vileshinobi.com, you can check out this prototype website that my buddy Burlap made for me. It's not fully developed, but you can actually go, I think it's the 3rd tab down. You can actually click a button here, and it should show all the games that I worked on and give a little brief explanation of them. So one of them, a lot of it was me doing game jam work at the time. I already denied. Why can't I deny that? A little weird, but yeah. Oh, something's here. What's here? Is it a dino? I hear him, but I don't see him. Yeah, so some of the games that I crafted, let's just start from the bottom here. So I did a commission for one of my friends, Tizuki. We did a little Christmas idle game, I guess it would be, one of those progressive idle games. We did like a Mario Kart racing game, me and X-Ray and a big team that we had, and we actually won a prize for that game jam, which was a lot of fun. I worked on this game, it's a personal project. It was me attempting to see if I could bring Vampire Survivors into Core Games. So the game is just called Survivor. It's a little prototype system between me and X-Ray. Where we developed a system that could so Core Games has like these weird limitations where you can only introduce so many networked objects, and in the game, so networked I don't want, oh no, I was talking too much. Oh well. Oh well. There goes that Troodon. It happens. I'm surprised he was able to get up on that rock. Good job, little Dinah. You got yourself a meal. All right. There we go. That's a shame. I thought we were safe up on that rock. All right, let's see where we spawned out. Sanctuary is south of us. That means we are up in North Jungle. I believe that means we want to go due north. Grab reabsorption to start. Can you tell me, did you know there was a time this game was falling down and was getting canceled? What, the Isle? I had no idea about that. Marvin, it's north to C14, right? I'm pretty sure that's right. We got a boar over there. Can't kill that yet. If we see a deer, we can stop early. Boar right there. Head east-northeast. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. We would have eventually found the road north, but we would have been a little bit further away. But yeah, so I created that system. We basically, in core games, you can have like 100 to 200 NPCs that are active and moving in combat on the screen at one time. But what we did with Survivors is we changed the NPC system and created our own. And from there, we basically... Oh, there's a lot of blood here. What was something hunting? Is this old blood? Might be old blood. Yeah, pass through the gate, head north, and you will be there. So yeah, we took the limit, which was like 100 to 200 active NPCs on the screen at one time, and we completely threw it under the water. Our Survivor system can have over 2,500 NPCs in the game and still function with pretty good efficiency. Okay, I hear a chicken. We gotta be quiet here and hunt this chicken. What's our attack damage at? We need our bite force to go up. Can't quite kill that chicken yet. But if we can find him, maybe we can get him to chase us. Oh, little chicken, I heard you out here in the woods. Somewhere. Unless he decided just to run away. That's a deer. We could fight that. But we're really close to KFC, so we don't really need to hunt a deer right now. There it is. All right, where you at, chicken? I heard you over here. Question is, where did he run to? Or here. Come on, chicken, make a noise. Chicken? Chicken? Where are you? One more time, chicken. Right there. Did we force him out of the woods, or did we pass him? Oh, come on, chicken, where are you? Oh. Hello, friends. Stuck in the tree? No, not in the tree. Chicken. Are we? What size are we? Almost. Meet my new chicken friend. He did questionable things when the other two devs found out they wanted to kick him out, but he had the most game assets, like, so they out and made the Isle of Evrima, but original. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. Just me and my chicken hanging out in the woods. Hey, 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 don't run away! Chicken! Chicken, we were friends! Chicken! Oh, I missed him. Come back here. Come back here, chicken. Don't run away from me. Chicken. He's gone. Dang trees. Where are these trees coming from? Oh, come on. Don't rubber band my jump. So stupid. Yeah, he's gone. Let's just go up to KFC. We got some more growing to do. Game is on the Dundee and he abandoned the game. Alright, we should be big enough to hunt a chicken or a deer at this point. Let's see if we can find this deer over here. Are you on the other side of the wall, sir? Why are you on the other side of the wall, sir? Yeah, I'm coming. Maybe. You? There we go. Can you get out of the glitch zone and come here? Yeah, I just want to be able to see you. Go ahead, follow me, buddy. Yeah, you want to hunt me, don't you? You want to hunt me, don't you? Come on. This way. Yeah. Follow me out into the open right over here. Come on, buddy. Just me and my best friend. Hey, Mist. How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Come on, dear. Out into the open where I can hunt you nice and easy. How big are we? 1.81 is our bite force. We should be able to take it down. I'd like to wait till 2, but we'll be good. No, I don't want your back. Get away from that tree. Keep moving. There we go. He bucks. Oh, he's not in attack mode yet, so we gotta get him into that mode. There we go. Don't push. Get out of my way. God, the delay between the rubber banding is gonna get me killed here. Guarantee it. Deers are so easy to kill, but rubber banding and bad systems make it nearly impossible. Where'd he go? Did he just... Okay, there he is. Yeah, he's just like spinning in place now. So dumb. And then he teleported. The rubber banding plus spinning in place animals is a little... What the heck, game? Come on. It's a little frustrating. They really fucked up their official servers with this patch, and I hope they actually take the time to correct them. It shouldn't have taken 3 months for them to implement fixes to their official servers like this. Like, it's just garbage. Like, the unofficial servers got a patch like day 1 of the issue that basically solved it. Official patch hasn't gone out to solve the problem. All right, there we go. We've got him into buck lock, which is basically him animation cycling. So as long as we get a pounce on him before he brings his feet down all the way again, we can keep him in this animation lock, and he'll never be able to run away from us. Unless we get thrown like that, and then he may get a chance to run away. What? Or it'll just throw me off? That's cool too. Game does what the game wants to do sometimes. There we go. And just like that, we get ourselves a big, beautiful deer all to ourselves. Who needs chicken when you can hunt deer? Hello! I don't have a clue how to pronounce your name, mate. Piotr Rozhegozwaski. A.K. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Great to have you here. If you could give me a name to say instead of me butchering your actual name, that'd be great. Right, so I'm pretty sure still got 3%. We could try and rush it. Oh, we're low on. Nah, we're gonna have to just go all the way to east, I bet. So one of the things that you typically want to do, maybe we can get lucky, is you go up here, you get a chicken or a deer, and then you immediately run to North Lake for a taco. And if you can do that all before your A diet disappears, you get perfect diet nice and easy. But we wasted a bit too much stamina chasing chickens, so when we finally fought this deer, it was a little late. I don't think we have enough time to run over there now, which is fine. We'll just make it up later. It's not that big of a deal. This is the power of the Troodon, my friend. We can kill things 300 to 400 times our own size and weight. That's why I say we are the true rape. I guess it'd even be more than that. What is 10 tons divided by 80 kilograms? Can somebody let me know what percentage that is of growth? Because we can kill T-Rexes and Trikes, which are like 10 to 12 tons at prime. So, you know, we're like ants in that way. Super tiny strength. Fear the tiny muscles. I believe Piotr, or Peter. Peter, yeah, okay. That seems right. If that is not correct, let me know. I will be happy to call you whatever you desire to be called, my friend. Take a rough estimation. With 100 kilograms, you have a factor of 100. I don't. So the problem is, I know how much a ton is in pounds. I don't know how much tons is in kilograms. So is it just? Well, I guess if it's just kilograms are actually easy to work in, aren't they? But is ton metric? Oh my god, I hate our two systems. Why do we have two different systems for measuring things that combine together sometimes? I think ton is not metric though. Exact would be 125? Okay. Thank you for doing the math for me. We could punch up 125 times our own weight. What a lovely statistic that is. 1 ton equals 1,000 kilograms. So over 100 kilograms. Okay. The metric system was always so nice with nice, easy numbers. Ton is metric. Okay. And yet we still use it in our American garbage. It's like 2,500 pounds or something. I don't know. It's stupid. It's not even an even number. Oh, is it? Is it actually just 2,000 pounds? Maybe it is even. I thought it was like 25 something. But maybe it's just 2,000. Where am I, and why are there rocks in the way? The more in line unit would be 1 megagram, or 1 mg, so 1 mg equals 1 ton. Okay. Never even heard of a megagram before. Alright, I don't think we're climbing this mountain here, so let's go around. Just kind of blindly running around the woods right now. It's okay. We've got a destination in mind, we'll get there eventually. The word megagram technically existed, but never gets used. We use the word ton instead. Yeah, it makes sense. Less syllables. When you're speaking of measurements, typically you want to speak in the fastest way possible because you just want to get the proper measurement out and the information provided. The more syllables equals less time to work. Or something like that. Maybe it's just that it was more widely accepted. Language is a strange concept. Alright, we are on the north side of North Lake now, on the outside of the gate. Let's see if we can get inside the gate and then maybe find ourselves a little taco to eat. And then we can head east towards the beach and go get ourselves a crab if we can't find a small dino to, or a small creature to claim his organs. Rabbit? I guess I can fill up on rabbit real quick. No, keep going. We don't need the rabbit. We want to fill up on taco so we get as much Y diet in us. That way we can have as much time as we need to run over to the beach and carefully find ourselves a lovely crab. Rabbit is B diet, just like the deer. That's why we're not going for it. Right. Looks like everything's nice and quiet here today. I don't see any Rexes out in the plains. Anybody on the other side of the lake? We wouldn't be able to see them yet. They're past our render distance. Oh, there we go. We got something right there. I wish I was bigger. Oh, we got something coming across. Probably hunting that big thing we just saw. We might get to see a big hunt. There's the Tenno running. Let's get up here. Yep, here comes the Carno. We got a Carno hunting a Tenno. Look at this big guy. Look at him. And he activated his charge. He's running fast. Let's see if we can't keep up with him and get a good view of this fight. Oh, no, keep going, Carno. Keep going. There was a Tenno right there. Go hunt him. Go get him. Did he lose him? Did we lose him? Oh, no, there we go. He's right there. There we go. We got a battle. We got a battle, boys. Look at him. There it goes. You got this, Tenno. I believe in you. Tenno's using the bushes to his favor. He's not getting... Oh, he just went for a normal bite there instead of a claw swipe. I don't think this Tenno knows how to play. Do a spinning jump kick. Hit him with the jump kick tail slam. Yeah, he's not doing the claw swipe when he gets him in front of him like that. He doesn't know how to control his attacks properly. So this Tenno's gonna lose. Oh, we got a water camping Tenno now. He's going out to the island so that the Carno has less maneuverability. That's a smart play on his part. He has to, of course, get through the dino-infested waters to make it work. But thankfully in this game, dinos are a myth. They don't really exist. Looks like the Carno's gonna give up the hunt, which means we might take advantage of this situation if we can get our venom. and hunt that Tenno ourselves. Since he's not very good, he should be a pretty easy hunt. Yeah, the Carno's just straight up giving up. Ooh, we also got a taco den right up there. Could find ourselves a taco. Baby Dino's in the water. Could make things a little difficult for us. Something in the bushes? Okay, Carno's making his way up there. I see a taco, so we're gonna go get that taco while keeping our eye on that Carno. He looks to be just running around the island. I think he's given up his hunt on the Tenno. Oh god. Is there another one? Where'd my tacos go? They should be right over here somewhere. Did I... Where'd he go? I hear him. That was a rabbit we just heard. Oh, taco dens are right over here. Alright, there was a taco out. I don't know if he ran into his den or not. I'm gonna go ahead and dig it out and see if he'll pop out or not. I saw him standing in the field, but since we were paying attention to the Carno more than him, we didn't actually see him run in or not. One more dig out here, see if he'll pop up. I don't think he's in there. Which means he would have ran... There he is, I see one. I think that's one. Is that a stick? It's something. Is it a Troodon? I don't want to eat a Troodon. What are you, sir? Nope, that's a taco. We're good. Pull this away from the water just a little bit here. We ain't trying to become a dino snack. The next thing we need to find out is if that Tenno... Yep, Tenno is... Oh no, the Carno's on the island. Is the Tenno still on the island with him is the question. Or did he end up logging out? Oh, there he is. Ah, they got him. Is that a... Ew. Mixed bag. Alright, is that a baby T-Rex instead of, No, that is actually a Carno and a T-Rex teaming. That's so disgusting. You guys are bad, and you should feel bad. Alright, we got our Y diet. Let's head over to East and get our final diet. And then we need to run through a sanctuary as well real quick. That's gross. Those two should actively be getting debuffs and making giant sense and everything. Like, nobody likes that. What am I looking at right there? Oh, it's just a taco on a hill. Okay. Taco! Hey, Taco. How you doing, Taco? You just hanging out, Taco? This Taco is probably actually in his burrow right now, and it's just a visual glitch. Good to know he's there, though. Wow, there's a lot of tacos over here. Taco den, taco den, taco den, taco den, taco den. Agave. That's for, like, packies and stuff. North Lake is a bustling. But yeah. T-Rex, I'd be willing to fight. Carno, I'd be willing to fight. T-Rex and Carno, I'm not willing to fight. That's crazy. That's too much. T-Rex is already stupid and can turn faster than a Troodon, which shouldn't exist. Like they could literally, like, they can do spins at the same speed that Troodon can. Like when I do this, a T-Rex can also do this. It's stupid. It shouldn't happen. Most creatures can just stop in place and turn, and they can outmaneuver a Troodon if they're smart enough. And there's like, especially because the game has 0 delay and be able to go back and forth, so I can start turning and then immediately turn back the other direction, and you can do that on just about every creature. The only one that is like bad on is like Dilo. Dilo can't turn. They're actually garbage at turning. Karna does it fast enough where if they take 2 steps and then charge forward, they can kill you every time as you're circling. T-Rex can't make that same maneuver, but if they just face you the entire time and just step, you'll never get behind them. It's true about most creatures, actually. The only one it's not true about is Dilo, I think. All right, we just got our Venom, so let's go ahead and tuck her down here next to the rock. Make ourselves invisible. All right, so we got reabsorption, so this one should be multi-chambered lungs. Beautiful. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, we don't want to go there. We want to go through the hole. Check both sides. That's a baby Packy. I thought it was something else for a second. Is he gonna attack, or what's he gonna do here? Is he smart? Is he patient? What's he gonna do? I mean, if you're not gonna fight me, I'll fight you. Oh, the lag is not good. Probably should not battle here, but we're going to. He's a young Packy, so he may be able to outrun me. I don't know if he knows that or not, though. What is this lag? He just turned around without me seeing him turn around. My goodness. What is going on right now? The desync is crazy in here. Okay, he's cornering himself. Oop, I missed. Damn it. Get back here, little guy. I want to eat you. Get in my belly. Back. Come back. Come back. I'm catching him. I'm catching him. I'm catching him. I'm just slightly faster than him. Got him. Yeah, you had to do that little extra cut in there to actually get it. All right. And Packy is a diet, so that fulfills our needs without even getting into his organs. Beautiful. What a good little hunt. A little weird with the lag and the desync that was going on there. Feel bad for him for that. But, well, what can you do? The server's gonna server. Ooh, that's right. Ooh, Hang out here. This looks like a nice little spot to hang out, watch over our kill. Let's see, what is our growth right now? We still need to visit a sanctuary, so we got about 25%-ish. We can go to... Oh, we can't smell East Sanctuary anymore. Yes, we can. Okay, it is... east-southeast. East-southeast from here. That's where we'll be able to get our prime condition met. Beautiful. Ooh, I need some water. I just realized I haven't hydrated in a while. Delicious. Do we have any gastro here? We should have gastro here somewhere. We just gotta find it. Do 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 do. You can definitely tell a Troodon venom is working. Yeah, there was that stego over there. We're not quite big enough to go. I thought that red light up there was blood for a second. I was like, what? Something's up there bleeding? Not quite. I guess we're technically, yeah, we're almost a all growth. We could take on a stego. As long as he's alone. Go ahead and open this packy up. We're gonna enjoy ourselves some organs. Honestly, we could stay here till we were full grown now that we have food, but we're not allowed to do that anymore. Because the game wants you to travel. Bee diet. There we go. There's our lovely organs. We're gonna go ahead and... Oh, they're too big to swallow. That's my favorite. Packy was just slightly big. You could raise a whole family on this thing. My goodness. Let's we'll grab a lung and then head out. Enjoy the food, guys. If you happen to stumble upon it, somebody should. It's nice and smelly for them. All right, so our next goal should be, and should only be, getting to a sanctuary, which means we wanted to head east-southeast from the kill, which should be this way and over the river. Once we're at the river, we're going to need to follow it down a little bit to find an easy place to get across. Ooh, a Hipsy calling. We love Hipsy hunting. That's always fun. But he was really far away. He probably was over in North Jungle or towards water access. Or hearing him over the mountain. There we go. We got a nice, lovely little spot to cross right here. I would jump onto that, but I feel like I'm going to miss because of lag. Yeah. I wasn't willing to sprint jump it because I definitely didn't want to overshoot it. There we go. So now we just head east. And that should get us pretty much to East Sanctuary to meet that final prime condition. Could also probably follow this road. I think this road takes us right to it. Alright, we don't want the organ to rot, so we're going to stop here and take a quick bite of it. There's some free A diet up. Still clean. I'm heading the right way, yeah. Should be. East, southeast. And North Lake's right there. Dum 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 dum. Boar. All right, Piggy, we have no interest in your bacon today. All right, we're at East Lake. So, now that we've gotten to East Lake, where are we in comparison to it? I believe Sanctuary is north side. I think it's over here. I think I just heard an Omni, so we're going to go ahead and drop this food, take one last bite. I don't want them tracking me down. So we're just gonna leave the organ here. If you didn't know, when you have like a piece of meat or an organ in your mouth, the whole world can smell you within a distance. And they can see that the organ moves on their compass, so they know for a fact that somebody has something in their mouth, so they can actually use that to track your locations. Alright, there's Mud Pit. I think that means we're close. We're going the right way. Like right next to the water, but like up. I think it's up here. Yeah, we got a couple Omnis over there. Just heard him call out again. Where's the road? There's Sanctuary. So now we go deep into Sanctuary so we can make sure we hit this requirement. Usually when you can hear the... Oh, bees! Angry bees. Why are there angry bees? Is it false angry bees? I don't know, something's dead there though. I think the bees were just bugged. I don't think there was actually something big in here. Little baby Tenno got eaten. Oh, what's this? Carno? Dryo? Oh, I hear Omnis. Those Omnis are close. They're right down by the water right now. Omni is not something I like to fight. They just pin and kill. No thank you. No strategy there, especially with the rubber banding. They could like right click facing this direction and pin me way over here. It just, I'm not interested in that kind of a battle. All right, we're gonna head down to the beach and we're gonna go away from all these Omniraptors and get down towards Delta. I think we're gonna be able to find a decent hunt down there. We've already hit all of our prime requirements, so we should get prime again, no problem. Alright, so we could go to Delta through Forks Pond, or we could head down to the beach. Both would be good. We're more likely to see someone in the beach than traversing through the woods. Just depends if we see something we actually want to hunt or not. If I'm considering where that stego called from, he probably called from down on the river. From where I was. Probably just at the bottom of Shallow Falls, so... maybe we should head east. Or west, rather. West? No. Hold on, I'm disorientated. We are... east. Beach is east. South is more beach, so yeah, it would be... like that direction to get to Forks Pond. Let's follow the coast. Let's keep on the coast. And it is once again raining, so our reabsorption is going to keep our water topped off. That's exactly why we grab it. We don't want to be distracted by hydration problems. Okay, we are at East Gate, which would lead us to the beach, I believe. Oh, what the heck was that game? Come on, don't shoot me 5 feet forward. The heck? I'm climbing mountains right now. This is the rudest thing you could do. Like, I'm intentionally going slow so that I don't get rubber banded off this thing. And it's like, here's Johnny. Can we make that? Not if the game rubber bands us. It just didn't let me jump. Oh my god, this game sometimes. It's like, nah, your jump button doesn't need to work right now. Not important. Oh god, come on. It's stupid. Oh, mountains are dangerous. Don't touch rocks unless you're anything but the Troodon. You'll get stuck in them. I don't want to climb this mountain. Let's go down. I was trying to find an easy way down, but then the game tried to throw me off and disorientated me. The easiest way down as a Troodon is this way. I'll show you right now. We have our lovely little custom stairs here, and assuming the game doesn't freak out or overthrow us, it overthrew us. That's okay. We broke our legs. We're gonna sit here. We're gonna recover real quick. Won't take about 5 minutes to fix our legs. So the actual thing you're supposed to do is you jump onto that little latch thing, and then you can use these ropes as a staircase, and it lets you down nice and easy. But if you miss your step, it's quite a doozy of the first step there. And I just can't wait to be king. I don't know how long I was muted for. I tried to answer your question and I may have just been muted for the whole thing. So I'm going to restart. So if I'm reiterating over myself, I do apologize. Is this Jurassic Park? No, this is a game called The Isle, aka The Isle Evrima is the branch version. There's currently Legacy and Evrima. Evrima is way better. Your chicken armage and vintage story would rule this place. My chicken army would get devoured by the Troodons on this island. What are you talking about? We Troodons love our chicken nuggets. Carnos, chicken nuggets. T-Rex, chicken nuggets. Everybody loves chicken nuggets. The more chickens, the better. Poor chickens wouldn't even stand a chance. This Troodon right here, bigger than a chicken. And chicken is on the menu. All right, are we healed? We're healed. We're good. We're gonna keep moving. But yeah, it kind of has the same concept as Jurassic Park. It's a park where dinosaur research, quote unquote, is done, right? Like they're the mutations of animal life and stuff. Like it's a little bit more, I guess Jurassic Park is kind of a horror situation, right? So yeah, it's basically like if you took Jurassic Park and you became the dinosaur and had to survive, that's kind of what this game is. May you deny the power of the chickens. May your death be swift. It's true. Beware the chickens. Beware the ostrich, too. They're just giant demonic chickens, really. We basically got to run all the way down the East Coast to get to our destination, so we've got a bit of a troop ahead of us. Crab. Come here. Well, that desync was lovely. I completely missed, and then it ended up in my mouth. Love our little crab snacks. Everybody look left. Everybody look right. Everywhere you look, I'm standing spotlight. And we gon' run around all day. Not quite how the song goes. It's okay. It's okay. We can't go this way unless we want to swim. I don't really want to swim. Anybody hiding back here? It's not often, but once in the blue moon, you'll find people who just want to, like, get away. They'll come sit here for a few minutes. Bushes are definitely safer. I recommend a bush. Okay. It rubber banded my pounce and turned it into a jump. Very cool. Love that. If I was a Carno, I would have just gotten stuck in that hole. We at our regen point, or are we way below it? We would be at our regen point if we were double prime. We are a little bit past it at the moment, so we got a little bit of crouch walking here to regen up our stamina. I think it's 40%, which is crouch walk, so we should be good here. crouch walk and regular walk. Should both be the same. Yeah, you can see our stamina's going up just a little bit, which is all we need. Crab snack. Crab snack? Crab snack. Crab snack. Got it. Reached the little saltwater puddle. Keep our eyes out for small dinos here. There could be. There's a turtle here. Are you alive? You are alive, turtle. I need B. You're not B. We'll leave you alone. I could kill you and wait for the compies to spawn. That's an option. But no, today we shall continue along our path. The turtle gets to live. I believe it's young T-Rex, Troodon, and Hera that I think can spawn in this area. So we just want to watch out and make sure we're not on the menu for one of them little babies. As a Troodon, everything is a vicious predator. If it catches you unaware, like that baby crocodile. I had my hands off of the keyboard and mouse when that boy found me. If I had just been a little bit more concerned about my survival, he would have never been able to kill me. I probably would have also moved had I been actually playing. It's like, normally when you hear things in the water, you don't want to be there anymore, unless you plan on utilizing them to hunt stuff for you. A deer! You're perfect. Come here, buddy. You're gonna fill my belly. What was that? Was that just a stick? Yeah, it's just a stick out on the beach. Right? That's a stick, right? Not a pterodon? Yeah, just a stick. Just a stick. False alarm. Got some Troodons inland. You can hear them ooh-wahing away. Crab snack. Come here, buddy. And we just hit our prime, and there's a big boy over there. Okay, hold on. We might have something here. We gotta see how big he is first. Okay, so we don't have reinforced tendons yet. That's a bit of a problem. Let's grab hydrodynamic. We haven't done any jumping. We'll leave that spot open. We do have it available to us, right? Yeah, we can pick our prime, so we are prime. That's what we need. Let's go. Let's see how big this Rex is. Kind of want to mess with him a little bit. We may die. Kind of looks like he's water camping already. Is he already being hunted by somebody? There's another one. Okay, now slightly don't want to get involved anymore. I was hoping he was alone. Enemy or frenemy? Think he's gonna try and come up here? I don't think he is. I think that one is extra dangerous. Sure. Okay. Maybe they aren't connected, but why is that other one just camping in the water? Yeah, we want the bigger of the two, if anything. Slacks, man. Welcome to the stream, my friend. What news? What news are we referring to? Because there is a lot of news going on right now. There is a lot of news. Sounds like there's something behind me in the brush. All right, this one looks big enough that I think I can mess with him. We're gonna find out the hard way and find out how good of a player is. Now, I'm a little worried that he just changed direction suddenly there. That's a little suspicious. Let's see if we can't get his tracks. Not that I think he's gonna run from us, but... There we go. Let's track him down for a little bit. What time of day is it? It's 1:28 in the morning, so it's gonna be pretty bright. He's gonna have decent... I'm pretty sure he's good, like crazy night vision. Because they overtune the shit out of T-Rex. He just got himself a boar. Keep ourselves nice and low. Take it nice and slow. Wait till he looks the other way. If he does, no, he's gonna keep looking this way. Okay, we got the first bite on him. We got the venom, so that's pretty good for us. See if we can't bait him out. Yep, there's the bait. Now, the bad thing is that attack right there, that doesn't cost the T-Rex any stamina. Glad he didn't spam that. He would have just killed me there if he did. But that's stage 2. He's going straight for the water. Oh god, he just lagged back into me. What the heck? What is that lag, dude? That's crazy. I'm gonna die to that. He's dropped his stage now, so he has perfect vision again. He's gonna sit. There we go. Got him to waste it. Look how fast he gets up. It's so stupid. Yeah, we got to get him on the downward animation. Make sure no one's coming from behind. Very easily baited. But he's at least smart enough to use the headbutt attack. He's not chasing us a lot, so he's an above average player. See, now he's gonna orientate his face with us. Is he gonna stop after just once? Okay, okay. Ooh, a little rubber banding there. Lovely. I'm not sure why he went with a crush attack. It may just be because he doesn't know the difference between a crush attack and a normal attack, or maybe he's just crush reliant. We haven't baited out enough to see for sure yet. It's just sitting there, butt against the water. Did he? Nah, he's just baiting. He's just baiting. So there, we saw he was chasing, and then we maneuvered to get behind him because of it. We're faster than him, so when he actually comes out for us, we're able to maneuver way easier. It's when he's standing still like this that it's really hard, because he can attack in basically 300 degrees in an instant. It's so stupid. I'm pretty sure he has a faster turnaround attack than the Troodon does. Like, what? You know what I mean? Not that the Troodon would ever do a turnaround attack, but... Ew, that lag almost killed me again. At least playing this smart. He's not really concerned yet, since I'm not putting the most pressure on him. No reason for us to rush the battle. He doesn't even consider us a concern at this time. I mean... I'll get him when he sits down here if he does. Now, he's definitely healed up any damage that we've already done to him. But that's okay, because this is a battle of attrition. And really, we're not even sure if we'll actually get him killed, because he's playing this pretty smart. Most other T-Rexes have already run out half their stamina at this point, chasing me around. But this one's just trying to control the pace of the combat. He's not letting me dictate his motion very well. I mean, he is easily baited. I could have gotten him there. He messed up and did the wrong thing. Third time's a charm. Nope. Very patient, very well played on his part. But yeah, so that's just one of those things that I don't like about the T-Rex. Like, he can just always have an attack for you any direction. He's supposed to be one of the slowest, overweighted dinosaurs, but he just has so much nobility, or mobility rather. And any good player will just take it real slow with you, and you can't do anything against him. If you try to hunt the T-Rex, it's just a waiting game, really. At least one-on-one like this. If I had groups of people, he would never be able to just keep his eye on me forever. So it's a little bit different. Well played on his part. GG, my friend. Let us start again. Let's see, we have a southern spawn. So we have Sanctuary to our north. So we're going to head down to the beach again. We're basically where we died. We're a little bit farther off of it. Mutation, grab our reabsorption. That takes care of all of our hydration needs for a while. There's a deer up there, a little bit too small to take that on right away. You never did tell me what news that you were asking if I heard. Like I said, there's a lot of news. Yeah. So basically, the T-Rex was sitting here in this position, which allowed him to look to his left side behind him and over his shoulder and attack that direction. But yeah, look at that. You saw how fast he was able to do his turnaround attacks? Look at the Troodon's turnaround attack. It takes twice as long for a Troodon to turn around and do his claw attack compared to all of the T-Rex's turnaround attacks. We're talking about the smallest versus the biggest. That is terrible balance. That T-Rex needs way more vulnerability. And the fact that it's taken them 3 months to nerf it is crazy. Like, they're happy with the way it's performing right now. It's terrible. It's just garbage. Like, I've fought it on a couple other creatures as well, like Aloe. It's not the worst on Aloe, but anytime you get an attack on him from behind, he gets 2 attacks on you because he can do a turnaround, and if you get it just right, you can then spam a follow-up bite after the initial hit. And it's just, it's really silly. Let's see. Food is going to be easier if we go north from here. We tend to get more spawns north of Salt Puddle. Yeah, I don't think they should be working on baryonyx or anything when they introduced Aloe, who's also pretty broken, by the way, still, and T-Rex to the official Evrima branch. Like, they should have never released those two. They weren't ready. They did it simply because it was Christmas time, and they always release a patch around Christmas time, which is the worst thing to do. To release a brand new patch to the live branch and then go on vacation is the dumbest thing you can do as a developer. I'm sorry. It's great for a player because the player's going to have time to sit down and enjoy it if the patch is ready to be released and has been quality tested. But like in Horde test, we already saw all of these terrible issues that we're dealing with on live, and they didn't fix them. They just presented it to live branch, and now we have to deal with them. Like, if we want to play, we have to deal with all of the issues they introduced that they could have fixed, but they chose not to because they wanted to get more money for their holiday sale. I guarantee you that's the reasoning behind their Christmas release. They also, I think they do a sale around the same time. So you release a patch, you release a sale, you up your sales numbers, you get more money coming in, especially T-Rex, which is a huge money maker. I'm just sad that it's ruined the state of the Isle. There's so many more important systems they could have worked on and brought in, and the game would have been just fine without the T-Rex and the Aloe. Like, nobody needed those playables. The game was live and very active before then, and pretty decently balanced even. Like, there were some like small cases where things weren't completely messed up, or like there were some small cases where there were like some bugginess and some glitches, like slide charging on Carnos, where you basically let go of D, change direction, and then you continue your charge without ever losing speed. Like, that's existed for many patches, and they could have fixed that at any time, but they chose not to. Instead, they're like, release the new playables. That's what everybody wants. Playables. More broken mechanics. Yes. Introduce them all. Oh, we want good mechanics. Like, I can't even enjoy Herrera anymore. Like, climbing on a Herrera, even after their patch that fixed climbing on Herreras, is still horrendous. Especially when you then combine it with the lag. Like, it's just absolutely, like, the rubber banding on a Herrera is worse than on Pouncers. Because, like, you'll be climbing a tree, and then you'll rubber band, and you'll be out in the middle of the air falling, and you're like, what? Or you'll be walking on a branch, and then a rubber band spike will hit, and all of a sudden you'll be below the branch. Again, fall. I've died like 4 times to being teleported through the branch that I'm climbing on. And that was after the patch that fixed climbing. It's not fixed. It's still completely busted. It's very unfortunate. All we want is working systems in the game, not new broken ones, but maybe I'm alone in that. Maybe I'm the outcast, the third wheel. Maybe wanting a working game that's not buggy and glitchy is too much to ask in this modern day of releasing early access titles constantly and never actually getting around to making a final product. There's so many products I don't, or so many game releases that I just don't touch anymore because I'm tired of this. Finding a game that I really enjoy and having it be still in development and then having them develop the joy out of it. That's my biggest fear on most of these games. And it's happened multiple times. Not Arc Raiders, Arc being one of them. I love the heck out of that game. I played it for, I think it was 1,100 hours or something, 700 hours or something when I first played it. And then they just kept making it worse, honestly. It got bloated, it got harder to run, and it got less fun. I didn't make that jump. All right, I guess we're going around. What I should have done was jumped up onto the flat spot. Here, I'll show you how to actually do this jump. Don't do it the way I just did it. I'll show you the proper way to make this jump. Do 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 do. Come on, stop lagging. I want to be on the rock. Thank you. All right. Well, step one to crossing this area here. You go up to this little flat portion. Beautiful. And then you come out to here and you just, well, you know, you don't rubber band. That's the first, don't rubber band. That's the first thing. And you just pounce right over that rock. And, you know, rubber band my jump, of course. You can't have the aisle without some rubber banding. God. The game was so stable before Prime. I'm so sad. I miss it. I miss hunting official servers without rubber banding. Action registry failure. Ugh. Crab! Crab snack, crab snack. Good thing, because we were getting kind of hungry here. The good news is our A diet is completely filled up now. We'll probably end up going up to East Sanctuary instead of turning back around towards Delta. Just because we're closer to it now. Hopefully we can find a turtle on this beach right up here. If we can get a turtle, we kill that, we camp its body for a little compy spawn, and then we get our perfect diet nice and easy. And we're just gonna trot along the beach. When you want things to spawn around you, don't sprint down the beach. Just trot, just walk, just relax. You're more likely to spawn something if you take your time while going through this area. Because, like, as far from what I can tell, there's like an activation period if there's nobody there. So there's like, you enter the zone and then there's an amount of time before things activate. And then there's like a cooldown between when things spawn, which is like based on number of players, I think. That's how it feels anyways. Another crab snack. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. We may even use you, if I don't fill up completely, to get our compies. I don't know if compies can actually spawn on crab or not. Alright, that's full diet. Let's not waste any more of that. We'll be back in a little while to check on you. We're gonna go see if any turtles have spawned. If you didn't know, anywhere a turtle can, or anywhere a crab can spawn, a turtle can spawn currently in the game. So if you do run into a crab on the beach, just know that you're in the right area. If we get all the way up to Convex Beach, which is coming up, it's with all the containers on it, then we don't see a crab by then, we'll turn around and go back to... Or don't find a turtle by then, we'll go back to where we killed the crab and camp that for a little bit. See if we can get a turtle to spawn and find out if compies will actually spawn on crabs or not. I think they can. I'm not 100% sure. And always make sure to check behind you multiple times because things like to spawn behind you as you're walking. Oh, I just saw something head into that container right there. It looked like a young T-Rex. Very fast. Very scary. We don't have venom yet. I wonder what he's doing. I want to investigate, but he would outrun us right now. Or is that a Packy? Is that a Packy? That'll look like a Packy. Okay, well let's just hang out. We need 14%. I don't think we're gonna be able to hunt this thing. Here it comes. Let's get down below the rock so he can't see me. Yeah, it's a baby T-Rex right there. Oh god, the lag. He's very fast. Much faster than us at the moment. If we had our venom, we would be fast enough to fight him. And probably even kill him pretty easily, but oh god, I think he just saw us. God, the lag is terrible. Okay, I don't, maybe he didn't notice us, maybe he didn't care. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Just lagging away. Lagging his way down the beach. Ooh, I just realized what time it is. I gotta get running. Let's go ahead and pop up here, and there should be a safe enough place to hang out. When we come back, whenever we play the Isle again, we should be able to find our food relatively easy out here on the beach. Hopefully it won't be, maybe they'll fix the rubber banding. I don't know. It's already a new month, so if we're gonna get a patch, it's not gonna be till like the 24th to the 28th probably. So I wouldn't get your hopes up about a patch fixing stability issues on official servers anytime soon. We have been playing on official 6. All that lag was because we just hit the maximum peak player count, and that means without the queue, we're constantly pinging the server over and over and over, trying to join it and refresh it and blah, blah, blah. So outside players influence the inside gameplay, and that's why there's issues. Also, laggier players cause your average ping to go up. Like, if we look at my ping right now, my ping should be relatively really good, right? Yeah, 60 ping, right? 60 to 70 ping. But it just jumps up when like other players are around while we're getting spiked. Like my average ping used to be before the Prime update, I'd have like 40 to 50 ping on my new internet. But now I'm lucky if I can see 60s. Like It's pretty bad. Anyways, guys, it has been a blast playing some Troodon today. Sad we got absolutely destroyed by a baby crocodile while we weren't paying attention, but hey, that's my own fault for taking my hands off the keyboard. And you know, T-Rex is T-Rex. What you gonna do about it? It was fun to try. We definitely will be taking down a T-Rex one day. But we gotta get some more practice in. We haven't been doing a lot of 1v1s or even any solo play. The last times we've been playing Troodon, we've been jumping in packs with Calculator and the whole Troodon gang, which has been a blast. But I fear we may be letting our solo skills rust up a little bit. Anyways, guys, it's been a blast. If you didn't know, my name is Vile Shinobi. I stream Monday through Friday, typically 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Monday through Thursday. Right now, we are playing Vintage Story, a Waterworld playthrough, and on Fridays we like to mix it up. We like to add a little variety to our Friday. It's a wonderful time. Right now, obviously we were playing the Isle. Sometimes we'll play Kenji. Sometimes we'll just play, we'll play whatever we feel like. That's what Fridays are for. But anyways, friends, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful evening, a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until next time, friends, take it easy. That's not the one I meant to click.